Hi, garden friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Era, and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A, where I do gardening-related videos. I'm at the Tractor Supply. It's the first week in August, and I'm checking out their newest plant inventory. All right, guys, so I usually come out here once in a while. It's a little bit further out, but they do usually have different shrubs than what I usually see at my typical Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart. But they also do have some of the same. So first up, we're going to look at some crepe myrtles. Now, this is where I usually see the Gardener's Confidence brand. This crepe myrtle here is $21.99. It says it's a cherry dazzle. Now it's giving the official name, which is the ligustrum, but this is a crepe myrtle for $21.98, looking really nice and healthy. They've got some fresh looking sky pencil hollies here for $9.99. Love sky pencil hollies because they are a little bit more narrow, so for smaller spaces you can stick this guy in. It is an evergreen, but also remember to put some space between the plants because they are susceptible to certain pests if there's not enough airflow. They've got a lot of hostas, different varieties, guys. They have the blue angel hosta, a lot of these here, and some of them are flowering. This is the time of the year you're going to actually start seeing the hosta flower, but if you don't like it, you can cut it off. But I leave the hosta blooms on because I've realized that the bees, the butterflies, and the hummingbirds sure do love them. Another type of hosta they have here is the Sum and Substance right here for $12.99. Still looking good. I think it's probably getting a little bit more sun than it likes, but if this guy is where it needs to be, which is pretty much part shade to shade, it will be very, very happy. More crepe myrtles here. This one is the Center Stage Red. Now this guy needs just a little bit of water, but you can see these guys are really, really pretty. These guys here, I love the fact that they have this dark foliage, and on top of the dark foliage you have either a bright orange, a bright red, or a bright yellow. Love those types of shrubs. You're going to see a lot of crepe myrtles now, guys, because it's hot, and crepe myrtles do thrive on the heat. $21.98 from the folks at Proven Winners. They've got some jazz hands, variegated Chinese fringe flower. It's also a variegated loropetalum. This beauty here is really, really nice. This is the only place I see this one, actually. I don't see it at the other stores. It's definitely different. I don't have it in my yard, but I do love the fact that it has all these different types of foliage. Right below that, we have this guy here, which is a bullseye Japanese holly. Looks really nice and healthy. $24.99. This is the Gardener's Confidence brand. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of hollies. I have so many types of hollies in my yard. Don't have this one, but I can't deny the fact that it is really, really nice. This is the Berry Dazzle crepe myrtle. Now, they looks like they cut them back for us, which is really, really great. I like when a garden center actually prunes it back to give the plant a little bit more life and hopefully a better chance of selling from off the shelf. This beauty here, $21.99 for the beautiful Berry Dazzle from the Gardener's Confidence brand. Next up, they have the Crimson Fire Fringe Flower. This is a typical color of the fringe flower or the loropetalum that you usually see. Love this guy. Don't have it in my yard. I do have the Red Diamond, and that one does really, really well. These guys here are full sun, guys, and hardy from zone 7 to 9, grows 4 feet tall by 4.5 feet wide. $24.98. This one is from the First Editions brand. And then further down here we have the Jazz Hands Bold. Jazz Hands Bold from the folks at Proven Winners. There's a lot of Chinese fringe flower here at the store, guys, but these are really, really pretty and they do really, really well. Now, I notice with my Chinese fringe flower or loropetalum, they usually bloom better when it's cooler. So it blooms like late spring, or it'll bloom like in the fall because it's not getting beat up by that Georgia sun, but they do bloom in the summer as well. Looks like they got a new shipment of the sunshine ligustrum. You guys know I rave about this because it does so well in my yard, and they are looking great. These beauties here are going to be $24.99 in a 3-gallon, growing 3 to 6 feet tall by 3 to 4 feet wide. Really, really love these. Then they have this one, which is the Ilex crenata compactor. This one here is $19.99. Again, if you're looking for something evergreen that will give you life in your garden, this is always great to get. A holly. They are green. They have these really nice new foliage when they come out. Really, really nice. They've got the August Beauty Gardenia. This one is going to be $17.99. These are looking great, but as you know, the gardenias don't do well for me, so I don't buy them anymore. But they are evergreen, and they're supposedly supposed to do well in the south, but just not for me. Only one of my gardenias do well, and but I've bought this many times, and it has died. I bought the frost proof. It has died. But if you like gardenias, they're here at the Tractor Supply. They always have rhododendrons, guys. Now, this one here is the Rosum elegans for $39.99. Now, these guys are a shade plant. Now, I heard that not heard, I've read and seen the ones that they're breeding that can take a little bit more sun, but the typical ones that you usually see back in the day, and, they're having them for shade. Now, they are beautiful, and they bloom all kinds of colors, pink, red, white, but they have them here at the Tractor Supply for $39.99. They've got some beautiful Diamond Dazzle Crepe Myrtle from the Gardener's Confidence brand. This beauty here is $21.99, has white blooms. Now, as we know, crepe myrtles do lose their leaves. So remember to prune them back when they're done their first bloom so you can get even more foliage and more blooms. These are really, really nice. I like the fact that they have this really nice white, and then the center is a little bit yellow. They have some Nandinas here. This is the blush pink Nandina. These beauties here are from the folks at Southern Living Plant Collection, and these are going to cost you $14.99, guys. Their kaleidoscope Abelia is looking great as well. This one is going to be $29.99 from the folks at Gardener's Confidence. These guys here are hardy from zone 6 to 9. I have these in my yard, and I can tell you right now, they do really, really great. They are evergreen for me, and the butterflies, especially the swallowtail, absolutely adore the Abelia. They have a lot of purslane. Purslane is an annual, great for hanging baskets. These are here for $16.99. If you like these, they are great for hanging baskets, containers, and even rock gardens. They've got this beauty here, guys. These foliage are really almost black. This is the Thunderstruck Lavender Skies Crepe Myrtle. Love it. I absolutely love this plant. How much is it, though? Well, it's a no-name brand, and it's only $19.99. I wish I had space for it because I really, really like this plant. So they have a whole bunch of them here in those black pots, and really, really nice. Really great for the heat, really, really great for the south, really great for the humidity. When other plants and other shrubs and other trees are beginning to wane, the crepe myrtles do come in pretty much handy. They've got the red scarlet crepe myrtle. Quite a bit, I must say, quite a bit of crepe myrtles they have here at Tractor Supply. That must be their thing, guys. And then they have the twilight crepe myrtle here. Right? This guy's going to be $19. So all these guys in these black pots are going to be $19.99. So you're really not paying for the name brand, but you're still getting this really, really nice, pretty crepe myrtle. Here's another one that just says lavender crepe myrtle. Again, this one here, $19.99. And then this one says the Natchez Crepe Myrtle. I've seen this one at the other stores, though. The Natchez Crepe Myrtle right here. Again, $19.99. They've got some rough-looking corabels or hookeras if you're looking for those. And I have these in my yard, and this simply means that they're not happy in that pot. But I think if you take these home and you clean them up and you plant them, they will do really, really well. These are evergreen for me here in Georgia. Semi-evergreen, I should say, depending on the type of winter we have. Sometimes it does beat the plant up, and then you might have 1 or 2 leaves still left. But generally, it's supposed to be an evergreen shade plant for me here in Georgia. They got some tropical hibiscus here. These guys are going to be $16.99. Love these. They say they attract the hummingbirds. I don't have any more of the tropical hibiscus in my yard, but I do have a lot of the perennial ones. But these guys are really, really great. They can take the heat. They're tropical, so they're okay with all this heat. They bloom really well, and their stems are stronger when they're in full sun. But they're $16.99 here at the folks at Tractor Supply. They've got some more hostas, guys. This one is the Patriot. We all know and love the Patriot because this is one of the ones that if you ask somebody what type of hosta they have, likely they're going to probably have the Patriot hosta, but this guy is going to be $12.99. You're going to start seeing a lot of camellias now. They have Camellia sasanqua and Camellia japonica. So this one here is the Camellia sasanqua Winter's Star, $29.99. I love camellias because they're evergreen. They bloom a lot of times when other things aren't blooming, and they have these beautiful red and white and pink flowers, right? They also have another one called Camellia Professor Sargent in a 3-gallon right there, right? And $29.99 is not that bad for a plant that is evergreen, that blooms and is blooming when other things aren't blooming. Really, really nice. They've got another Camellia japonica. This one is Spring's Promise. Really, really nice. And this guy is all budded up as well. $29.99. The fact that it's all budded up means that it's probably going to bloom in October or something. But let me know if you like camellias. All right, so they have a couple of the Encore azaleas, guys. You know I'm a big fan of these because they bloom 3 times a year, because they're evergreen, and because they have all kinds of sizes and colors. So example, they have the Azalea Encore Autumn Rouge. Right, I never see that one at my store. It's a really nice, pretty flower. And then they have Autumn Angel, which I have, and it's a dwarf. It's a white one right here. So the 3-gallon of this is a really good price because usually the other stores will be $32, but here is $24.99. They also have the Autumn Carnation in a smaller container for $12.99. Here's the Carnation, which I also have in my garden. Another Encore that they have is the Autumn Chiffon. So pretty, guys. Let me know if you have any of these in your garden and how they do. More hollies they have. This is a Japanese holly jade lance, guys. This beauty here says it's a premium plant, but it's only $24.99. They have a whole bunch of them in the Gardener's Confidence brand, right? And then further down, we got even more, and actually some more of the camellias. Now this one is the Pink Perfection Camellia. This is a Camellia japonica, and I imagine that it would be a nice pink. Oh wow, so nice, guys. Please check out your Tractor Supply if they are in your area. Here's another camellia. This one is the April Remembered Cream. Oh wow, that sounds really amazing. Really, really nice. They've got the wintergreen boxwood, which I love. This is the Korean boxwood, $21.99, guys. Does really, really well. Does better for me than the Japanese boxwood, and it doesn't turn that little brownie color in the winter. It's all green all the time, and I find that it's a very fast grower. I have over 20 of these things in my garden, and all of them are doing great. That's pretty much it for me, guys. Let me know what you think and let me know how things are going at your Tractor Supply. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted in all my new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.